The change anchor, the mind's blueprint to navigating life's transitions. Have you ever found yourself clinging to the past, paralyzed by a future that feels uncertain and terrifying? In this episode of The Mind's Blueprint, we explore the deep-seated human fear of change and reveal the blueprint to finding your emotional anchor, allowing you to not just survive, but thrive during life's most challenging transitions. Daniel had built his life on predictability and routine. He had worked at the same company for 15 years, lived in the same apartment, and followed the same daily schedule. His life was a comfortable, well-worn path, and he took great pride in its stability. But when his company announced a major restructuring that would dissolve his department, his world was turned upside down. The thought of starting over, of facing new colleagues, a new job, and an uncertain future filled him with a crippling anxiety he had never known. He became irritable and withdrawn, seeing every change as a loss, a threat to his very identity. He desperately tried to cling to his old routines, creating an emotional gridlock. Daniel believed that stability was a fortress, but it had become a cage. He was a master of routine, but a novice in adapting. His life was a stagnant pond, and the thought of a new river terrified him. His sister, a resilient globetrotter named Chloe, noticed his struggle. She had navigated countless life changes, from new countries to new careers, and had developed a profound understanding of how to find her footing in the unknown. One day, she found him staring at his old desk, a look of profound loss on his face. "Daniel," she said gently, "you're trying to stop the current of the river. The answer isn't to build a dam, it's to learn how to swim. Your anchor isn't in your past, it's in your ability to find your balance in the present." She explained that our brains are hardwired to prefer predictability. The unknown triggers our primal fight or flight response, making us fear change. But the most fulfilling parts of life often lie on the other side of a transition. She introduced him to the concept of the change anchor, the practice of deliberately shifting your mindset from resisting change to embracing it as a natural part of growth. She gave him a three-step blueprint for navigating his transition with confidence. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by a major life change, hit that subscribe button to join our community and discover more blueprints for your mind. Chloe's blueprint was not about abandoning his past, but about using it as a foundation for a new future. Practice the future self-visualization. Chloe's first step was simple but powerful. She had Daniel spend 10 minutes each morning visualizing a single, successful day 6 months from now. He would imagine himself in a new job, feeling confident and happy. This simple act reprogrammed his mind to see a positive future as a real possibility, reducing his fear of the unknown. Use the pivot to possibility technique. Whenever Daniel caught himself dwelling on what he had lost, Chloe instructed him to immediately list three new possibilities that this change had created. For example, "I lost my old job, but now I have the possibility to learn a new skill, work closer to home, and find a job that better aligns with my passions." This technique forced his brain to stop focusing on fear and start focusing on opportunity. Build a transition ritual. Finally, Chloe encouraged him to create a simple ritual to honor the end of his old chapter. This could be as simple as writing a goodbye letter to his old desk or having a celebratory dinner with his family. This ritual provided a sense of closure, allowing him to consciously and emotionally move on, rather than being stuck in a state of limbo. Daniel began to apply these steps diligently. The visualization became a source of hope, and the pivot to possibility technique transformed his conversations from complaints to brainstorming sessions. The ritual gave him a sense of peace about the past. Slowly, his anxiety began to fade, replaced by a sense of calm and excitement for the unknown. He learned that change is not a punishment, but a path to a more expansive, richer life. You are not a victim of circumstance. By understanding the blueprint of your inner anchor, you can navigate life's transitions with confidence and find stability in the midst of change. Join us next time to uncover more of the mind's blueprint. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insights into the human mind.